Ever wondered how it would sound if Stevie Wonder was a microtonal composer?
Totally. I thought I was the only one thinking about that.
Well then, let's dive right into it. The rabbit hole goes really deep on this one.
Here between the lines.
Stevie Wonder hasn't published anything microtonal yet, as far as I know.
True. I mean, he still could though, right?
That'd be so awesome. Maybe we should try to reinterpret one of his songs.
Totally. What's your favorite thing about Stevie?
I think it's his songwriting abilities. Such a variety of cool songs. There's always something special to find in them. It's gotta be super hard to pick one.
Yeah. How about this one?
And though you don't believe that they do.
Such a beautiful song.
I figured you'd like it. Check it out before you continue watching this.
So, how do we start?
Well, I think we should make it sound believably Stevie Wonder-esque, while concocting as much microtonal mischief as possible.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. To me, the most important part of the song are the overjoyful key changes, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, especially the one leading into the last chorus.
And how he manages to end up back in E flat.
We should maybe start with our arrangement there as well.
Okay. But I want juicy thirds.
Okay, now we are obviously in 31 tone equal temperament. As already explained in our other videos, it is a tuning system that has better approximations of most overtones. We chose that for the song, not only because it's a current favorite, but also because we can use pivot notes to slowly raise the pitch.
Next, we started dabbling around with the song to check out what we could do differently without messing too much with the feel of the original.
The song has quite the catchy intro, so we definitely wanted to keep that. The B flat is pivoting on top the whole time. Therefore, the harmonic situation is already pretty much set up. But the second chord is a dominant chord, and in 31 tet, we have the possibility to work with the harmonic 7th. Since the top note is the pivot note, we adjusted the rest of our chord structure. In this case, we make a C sharp 7 chord out of it. Way better.
We wanted to ease into the song, so we left most things where they were in the beginning. I mean, the chords are already retuned anyway, right? Works just fine. Then we used a pivot trick similar to the one we used in the intro. In 31 tet, there are many shades of ninths and flat ninths possible. Equipping dominant chords with a harmonic 7th will make a sharp 8 possible, because it's a minor third above the harmonic 7th. Sounds consonantly dissonant. Keeping the top note as a pivot again will lead us into a new key.
That was the basis for many small shifts and changes. Let's look at one more special shift. In 31 tet, the whole tone scale uses all 31 notes before arriving back at the starting pitch. This way it can be used as a secret modulation tool. The whole tone steps are a little smaller than its siblings from 12 tet. A simple whole tone scale played over a dominant chord will do the trick. And now we are 5th tone lower. Speaking of scales and dominant chords, we also made use of a scale that we call the shrinking dominant scale. Basically, we use all the notes from the Mixolydian sharp 11 scale and play them with harmonics approximated in 31 tet. C is the root, D will be the approximation of the 9th overtone, E is the major third and therefore the 5th overtone, F sharp is the 11th, G the 3rd, A flap the 13th, B hard the 7th. It would also be possible to include a B as the 15th overtone.
There's one more thing we want to talk about. After all these shifts, we wanted to arrive back in our original key, just like Stevie. We maneuvered ourselves into quite a tight spot, and we're trying to find a way back to E flat without modulating too obviously. In the end, contrary motion provided us with a solution. We all know the sound of a major chord, often subdominants, turned into their minor counterparts. In 31 Tet, we can use this phenomenon to modulate. Instead of moving the third down by a semitone, we use a fifth tone. The necessary movement to create a minor triad can be compensated by moving the rest of the chord up by a fifth tone. However, the parts of the resulting triad do not need to be interpreted as root, third, and fifth. And that's just what we did. The G flarp moves up to a G, and the B flarp moves down to B flat, becoming the 9th and 11th respectively of our newly formed F minor chord, the 2 of our tonic. And that's how we ended up in E flat again. The Lumatone, being a MIDI controller, was the only instrument we used that doesn't produce its own sound. So we needed a software to provide the sounds. We use a plugin called Pianoteq. The great thing about Pianoteq is that they use physical modeling to get their sounds instead of relying on samples, which apart from being way lighter on your disk space, also allows for the most flexible and intuitive tuning options we've come across in a plugin so far. To show you what I mean, let me just pull it up. So there are plenty of ways that you can edit the sounds regarding the age of the modeled instrument, the mic placement, or the room it's in, and so on and so forth. That's all fantastic, but what we love is that we can go into the advanced tuning options. Because, let's face it, that's what we do on this channel, right? We go into life's advanced tuning options. Yep. Okay, so let's pull up an instrument. We wanted an electric piano. So let's go with this one. And then we want to go into the advanced tuning options, which are here. And then you just click on this and you make an equal temperament. And you could just type in 31 and hit OK. Or save your preset and then boom, there you go. And that's it.
Okay, let's hear a bit of the song, shall we?
Over dreams, I have picked out a perfect come true. Though you never knew it was of you, I've been dreaming. The Sandman has come from too far away for you to say come back some other day.
And though you don't believe that they do come true. For did my dreams come true when I looked at you?
And maybe two of you would believe, you two might be overjoyed, over love, over me.
Thank you for watching this episode. We appreciate each comment and subscription.
And a big shout out to our awesome patrons on Patreon. Please share this video with your colleagues and friends, especially if their name is Stevie Wonder.
We're gonna have a small summer break, but we've got some cool things planned after.
And if you think you'll miss us too much in the meantime, don't despair. We'll upload the full song soon. Until then, stay tuned.